Whether it's epic adventures as a Jedi Knight in Star Wars or attempting to survive alien horrors a la Dead Space, audiences just can't seem to get enough of games set amongst the stars. Now Bethesda, the same studio behind Skyrim and Fallout 4, is getting ready to release their most ambitious game to date. But wait, there's more. Microsoft has so much faith in this new IP that they're basically putting all their chips on the table in the hopes that this new offering will become the Xbox's new flagship game. But what exactly is Starfield, and what makes it different from other franchises set in space? To answer these questions, here's everything we know about Starfield so far. Starfield is basically a next-generation role-playing game set in space. From what it appears, freedom, exploration, and discovery is what Starfield is all about. And yes, for those of you who might be wondering, there's plenty of combat as well. Set 300 years in the future, humanity has managed to venture out into the vast cosmos and colonize planets across the galaxy. Starfield places you squarely in the midst of a spacefaring civilization. According to the game's Steam page, you start off as a space miner and soon get to join Constellation, allegedly the last group of space explorers hoping to find rare artifacts scattered across the galaxy. Now I can only guess what these rare artifacts are, but I'm guessing that they form a central part of the game's narrative. My assumption is that they're of alien origin and can do some pretty awesome stuff. In fact, all the artifacts you collect may be fragments of something much bigger and more powerful. It's therefore up to you to make sure that Constellation gets them first and that they don't fall into the wrong hands. Now, if there are artifacts of alien origin, that implies that they are aliens as well. And if you've seen the trailer, you'll know that there are many animal-like aliens that you'll come across. As for intelligent alien races that are suitably advanced, well, both the trailers and gameplay seem to suggest that there aren't any, but that doesn't mean that there aren't. So whether or not you'll actually get to encounter any alien races, fight them, or even play as them is yet to be seen. However, there seems to be several different human factions and groups that you'll get to ally with, fight against, or even join. Other than Constellation, the groups we know of so far include the Freestar Collective, Crimson Fleet, Ryujin Industries, and United Colonies. There's also the Ecliptic Mercenaries, House Varun, Spacers, and the Xenofresh Corporation. Now these may not be all of the factions in the game, but regardless, depending on which group you choose, you should get a unique playthrough each time. It's also safe to assume that each faction has its own strengths and weaknesses as well as an alignment. For example, if you want to be a bad guy, join the Crimson Fleet, who are a bunch of pirate raiders. If you're more a fan of chaotic good, then you may want to join the Freestar Collective, who are pretty much space cowboys. I don't know everything about everyone's exact alignment or their motivations, but I think you get the idea. Obviously, being a next-generation role-playing game, Starfield allows you to customize your character's appearance and traits. You'll also get to decide their background, which will determine their starting skills. Each of these backgrounds will provide your character with 3 starting skills. After picking your background, it's on to traits. So you're able to pick up to 3 different traits when customizing your character. Each of these traits will provide your character with some benefits as well as some drawbacks, so make sure you choose wisely. Now once you've customized your character's appearance and traits, you'll want to focus on the various skills you'll need in order to survive the game in the long term. Skills are basically split into 5 paths, namely physical, social, combat, science, and tech. Right now, the only skills we know of under the physical category include weightlifting and wellness. Meanwhile, under social, there's bargaining, diplomacy, gastronomy, and persuasion. The combat category includes skills like ballistics, dueling, lasers, and pistol certification. Under science, the only skill that's known is medicine, and under tech, there's robotics, security, and starship design. There are many more skills that are yet to be revealed, but basically there are 4 tiers under each category. You'll need to unlock higher tiers and more specialized skills by spending skill points, which are earned by leveling up. So as you complete missions, gain experience and earn rewards, you'll level up, earn skill points, and use these to hone your character's abilities in one or more categories. The abundance of different backgrounds, traits, and skills significantly increases Starfield's overall replay value, and should attract many different types of players. Now in terms of actual gameplay, Starfield will be playable from both a first and third person perspective. As I mentioned earlier, there's plenty of exploration, combat, and challenges for you to take on. If Starfield is anything like Skyrim or Fallout, the gameplay should be awesome. As for visuals and graphics, well, I think the game speaks for itself. The sheer complexity and diversity of environments is amazing, and everything from character models to alien flora and fauna is rendered in ultra high detail. With all of this in mind, I'm not surprised that Microsoft is betting big on Starfield. Microsoft is trying to become the Netflix of gaming, so through the acquisition of companies like Bethesda and Activision Blizzard, Microsoft hopes to corner a good chunk of the market through their Xbox Game Pass. Along with the upcoming co-op first-person shooter Redfall, Starfield will be exclusive to Xbox and PC. With all the careful thought and development that's gone into Starfield, it could very well become the Xbox's new flagship game when it releases in the first half of 2023. Anyway, that's all I've really got to say on the matter. What do you think of Starfield? Do you plan on playing it when it comes out? Will it become the Xbox's new flagship game? Or is it really not all it's cracked up to be? Let me know in the comments. Be sure to leave a like on this video and subscribe to the channel so I can keep bringing you awesome content on a regular basis. That's all for now. Later!